What if a 30-second football advertisement could cost more than a luxury house, just to appear during a single World Cup match? Think about this carefully. During FIFA World Cup seasons, global brands do not simply advertise. They compete in a high-stakes marketing war where creativity, celebrities, and massive budgets decide who dominates attention. In this video, we are going to explore the top 5 most expensive FIFA World Cup advertising campaigns ever, and how brands invested millions of dollars to turn football into the biggest global advertising stage. You will see how storytelling, sponsorship battles, and global media exposure completely changed sports marketing forever. Let's get started. 1. Nike. Write the Future, 2010. One of the most expensive and legendary World Cup campaigns ever created came from Nike in 2010. This campaign was not just an advertisement, it was a full cinematic storytelling experience designed to feel like a Hollywood blockbuster. The core idea was simple but powerful. A single moment in football can completely change a player's future. One pass, one mistake, or one goal can reshape fame, legacy, and even national identity. Nike used this emotional concept to connect deeply with global football fans. The campaign featured some of the biggest football stars of that era, including Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, and Didier Drogba. It also surprised audiences with unexpected celebrity appearances from outside football, making the campaign feel global and unpredictable. What made this campaign even more impressive was its strategy. Nike was not an official FIFA sponsor in 2010. Adidas held that position, but Nike used aggressive global media buying, online distribution, and viral storytelling to dominate attention anyway. This campaign cost millions in production and distribution, but its impact was far greater than traditional advertising. It became one of the most talked about sports commercials in history. It changed how brands think about World Cup marketing, proving that creativity and emotional storytelling can sometimes outperform official sponsorship rights. It also set a new benchmark for sports advertising creativity worldwide. Many future campaigns tried to copy its cinematic style. Even today, marketers study this campaign as a masterclass in emotional branding. It also influenced how brands use football stars in global campaigns today, shifting focus towards storytelling-driven advertising strategies. 2. Adidas. Fußballitis, 2002. Adidas took a completely different creative direction during the 2002 World Cup era with its Fußballitis campaign. Instead of emotional drama, they focused on humor and imagination to connect with global audiences. The idea behind the campaign was a fictional condition called Fußballitis. It described a strange situation where football players could not stop thinking about the game, even in their daily lives. The concept was designed to show how deeply football influences professional athletes. The campaign featured global stars like David Beckham and Zinedine Zidane, placed in funny and unusual scenarios where football behavior appeared in normal life situations. For example, players reacting to movements or thinking about tactics, even while resting or sleeping. This humorous storytelling approach made the campaign extremely memorable and highly shareable for audiences across different countries. It was not just advertising, it became entertainment content. As an official FIFA sponsor, Adidas invested heavily in production, celebrity appearances, and global distribution. The campaign was rolled out across multiple markets simultaneously, making it a massive international branding effort. The success of this campaign came from its ability to humanize football stars while keeping the message light and entertaining. It strengthened Adidas' position as a creative leader in sports marketing. More importantly, it showed that humor can be just as powerful as emotion in global advertising campaigns. It also helped Adidas build stronger emotional connection with younger audiences. The campaign remains one of the most remembered early 2000 sports ads. It also set a benchmark for future sports advertising campaigns using storytelling and humor. Many brands later adopted similar creative approaches in global tournaments. Over time, it became a reference point in sports marketing case studies. 3. PepsiCo Love It, Live It, Football, 2018. PepsiCo entered the 2018 World Cup with one of its most expensive and globally ambitious advertising campaigns. The goal was to connect with younger audiences through energy, lifestyle, and modern football culture. Instead of traditional stadium-focused storytelling, Pepsi used fast-paced visuals, street football scenes, and colorful digital effects. The campaign was designed to feel energetic, modern, and globally connected. The campaign featured some of the biggest football stars in the world, including Lionel Messi, Marcelo, Toni Kroos, Dele Alli, and Carly Lloyd. Their presence gave the campaign massive global attention and credibility. One of the biggest reasons for the high cost was its worldwide rollout. Pepsi distributed the campaign across more than 60 countries simultaneously, ensuring maximum global exposure during the World Cup period. Another major factor was digital engagement. Pepsi focused heavily on social media, interactive content, and fan participation campaigns, turning audiences into active participants instead of passive viewers. This approach significantly increased production and distribution costs, but also amplified global reach. The campaign was not limited to television. It lived across platforms, events, and digital spaces. Pepsi successfully positioned itself as a youthful and energetic brand during the World Cup, using football culture as a global lifestyle identity. It also strengthened its rivalry with other major soft drink brands. The campaign demonstrated how modern advertising is no longer just about commercials, but about creating full global experiences. 4. Coca-Cola, the World Cup 2014. Coca-Cola delivered one of the most emotionally powerful and expensive World Cup campaigns in 2014. The focus of this campaign was global unity and shared human connection through football. Instead of focusing only on players or matches, Coca-Cola highlighted fans from around the world. The campaign showed how football brings together people from different cultures, countries, and backgrounds. The emotional storytelling made the campaign deeply relatable and widely accepted across global audiences. It positioned football as a universal language that connects everyone regardless of geography. A major portion of the campaign cost came from its global scale. Coca-Cola launched the campaign across more than 170 countries, making it one of the widest advertising distributions in World Cup history. Another massive investment was the FIFA World Cup Trophy Tour. This tour traveled across multiple nations, creating large logistical and operational expenses that added to the total campaign cost. Coca-Cola did not just run advertisements. It created global events, fan experiences, and physical activations that connected directly with audiences. This campaign strengthened Coca-Cola's long-term association with football as a brand focused on happiness, unity, and shared experiences. It also reinforced its identity as one of the strongest emotional marketers in the world. The campaign remains one of the most iconic examples of emotional storytelling in sports marketing history. It also helped Coca-Cola build stronger engagement with fans in emerging markets. Over time, this approach increased brand loyalty and global visibility during World Cup seasons. 5. Budweiser. Light Up the World Cup 2018. Budweiser delivered one of the most technologically advanced and expensive World Cup campaigns in 2018. The campaign focused on transforming fan energy into a visual experience. One of the most famous parts of the campaign included drone-based light shows where thousands of synchronized lights formed stadium-like visuals in the sky. This created a futuristic connection between technology and football celebration. Another innovation was the creation of smart stadium cups. These cups lit up based on crowd noise, turning fan reactions into real-time visual effects inside stadiums and fan zones. This made spectators part of the campaign itself. The campaign required massive investment, not only in advertising production, but also in hardware manufacturing and global distribution. Millions of these interactive cups were produced and distributed worldwide. Budweiser also used traditional media, stadium branding, and global digital campaigns, making it a fully integrated marketing strategy across multiple platforms. This approach turned football viewing into a shared interactive experience between fans and the brand. It also increased emotional connection between spectators and stadium atmosphere. Budweiser successfully positioned itself as a brand deeply connected to celebration, energy, and stadium culture. The campaign showed how modern sports advertising is no longer limited to screens, but extends into real-world fan experiences powered by technology and innovation. It also strengthened Budweiser's global identity as a core celebration brand during major sporting events. Over time, it helped the company dominate visibility during World Cup seasons across multiple markets. And there you have it, top 5 most expensive FIFA World Cup advertising campaigns ever. These campaigns show how football has become more than just a sport. It is now a global marketing battlefield where brands compete using creativity, storytelling, technology, and massive budgets. From emotional storytelling to futuristic fan experiences, each campaign transformed the way audiences connect with football. If you found this video helpful and interesting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep insights like this. Let me know in the comments which campaign surprised you the most. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.